Hi everyone, I'm David Wojcik and this is MBOT TV. Stories we covered this week: Mayor Crombie delivers her State of the City address to a sold-out MBOT audience. The City of Mississauga and Peel Region make budget decisions. Former Mayor Hazel McCallion says no to Premier Ford. And the province embarks on a campaign to end hallway medicine. Let's dive in. Welcome to MBOT TV, a weekly recap of what happened in business at the Mississauga Board of Trade and around the City of Mississauga. First up, our series on the corporate execution gap. Here's Fred Bitsadny from Focus Management with our Guru Gap tip of the week on focusing on your value proposition of your organization and how it affects your execution strategy.
Thanks, David. Every business has a value proposition. Without one, there will be no business. Let's focus. I'm Fred. What about your value proposition? Is it focused on important needs your customers have? The value proposition is the central pillar around which any business is built. The mission of every individual should be to deliver it consistently, efficiently, and with real passion every day. That sounds like a tall order, so let me share a few tips. 1. Review your core value proposition. Make sure it clearly states how you improve the lives of your customers. What problems do you solve for them? Number 2, make sure it says how you are better than the competition. If you're not better, then it comes down to a battle on price. 3, test the value proposition with a few customers, some whose opinions you trust, and perhaps a couple of skeptics. Once you're done, bring together small groups of your people, discuss the value proposition, then ask each of them to identify a couple of ways in which they affect its delivery. Help them get it, own it, and do it. Make it happen. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Fred. Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie gave her State of the City address last week to a sold-out audience of the Mississauga Board of Trade. The mayor talked about her vision for 2019 and beyond, and she talked about skills gap and how to address it.
And we're preparing for the jobs of tomorrow, not the jobs of yesterday. And with a rapidly shifting economy, the nature of workplaces and employment is also changing. The skills needed to succeed in the business world 10 or even 5 years ago for that matter, have changed. And in order to stay competitive, we need to properly match business with talent. And that means making sure that our post-secondary institutions, UTM and Sheridan College, both here with us today, are teaching students the skills they need to prepare and to compete in the workplaces of the future. Over the past 4 years, working with staff, we have attracted or helped expand over 430 companies, creating over 11,500 jobs, and that's in the past 4 years. And I'm proud to say that Mississauga is officially the business capital of Canada. That's right. We have the highest concentration of businesses per capita than any other city in Canada. Now that's something to applaud. We're also the second largest cluster of employment next to Toronto and well outpacing other cities in the GTA. You can see the results on the screen. And until USMCA is ratified, I will continue to be a strong advocate for free and fair trade, which creates jobs and prosperity on both sides of the border.
The mayor was enthusiastic about her approach to the future, and we look forward to working with the mayor and council on delivering on her message. Coming up is our political update with Brad Butt, and MBOT's upcoming events listing with Stephanie Giorgio. But first, are you looking for ways to save money on your employee benefits? The Chamber Plan can help.
The Chamber's plan now offers employee benefit programs with greater selection, higher coverage levels, and more value than ever before. Take another look and see why we're the choice of more small businesses than any other plan in Canada. The Chamber's plan. It's for your benefit.
Now for our political update, here's our Director of Government Relations, Brad Butt. Brad?
Well, thanks, David. The Toronto Region Board of Trade has released its 6th Movement of Goods report that voices its support of the Greater Toronto Airport Authority's Union Station West proposal. It states that a proposed multimodal transit hub near Toronto Pearson Airport is a priority infrastructure project that would reduce congestion, increase supply chain efficiency, and support export-driven business in the corridor. Peel Regional Council has concluded its discussions and approved its 2019 budget. The budget balances the investments for residents and communities in Peel with a regional net tax levy of 2.7%. This represents a 1.1% property tax increase from the regional budget. This regional budget will contribute an annual increase to the average residential property and small business property tax bills of $52 and $93, respectively. Mississauga City Council will have final say on its budget this Wednesday, and I will be making a deputation to Council asking them to reinstate the $1 million grant to the University of Toronto Mississauga as part of an original 10-year agreement to help UTM to support the Innovation Complex and Institute for Management and Innovation. KPMG reported that the city recovers about 33% of its investment through direct revenues. UTM plays a very important role in supporting Mississauga's business community and contributing directly to economic development. Mississauga City Council, through a resolution adopted last week, is urging the governments of Canada and Ontario to provide ongoing support for the city's top priorities and initiatives in their respective 2019 budgets. While the Government of Ontario has concluded its consultations to help create housing. Meanwhile, former Mississauga Mayor Hazel McCallion has turned down an appointment from Premier Doug Ford to act as a special advisor on housing and development, citing the fact that she is too busy. However, in typical Hazel style, she was quoted as saying, "He can always call me for advice." The Premier's Council on Improving Healthcare and Ending Hallway Medicine released its first report last week. Hallway Healthcare, a system under strain, identified 3 findings. Difficulty navigating the healthcare system and long wait times have a negative impact on patients' health and on family, provider, and caregiver well-being. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Brad. With a complete listing of events for the next 4 weeks, here's our events manager, Stephanie Giorgio. Stephanie?
Thanks, David. And here's what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On February 7th, our annual Chairs Lunch, a gathering of Mississauga's elite business community to say thank you to our 2018 Chair of the Board, Paul Gasper from UPS. This event is a must-attend for our top business leaders in the city. On February 13th, Good Morning Mississauga is at the Monte Carlo Inns. Come out and connect with your MBOT colleagues. Book a speaker spot. Where else can you make over 100 cold calls in just 2 minutes? On February 15th, MBOT's Professional Development Series continues with 4 strategies to kickstart 2019. 4 experts present ideas to help you get a jump start on the competition for the upcoming year. And save the date for our annual Golf Classic. Come out on June 24th at Lionhead Golf and Country Club. This sure to be a sold-out event. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Stephanie. Details about these stories and events are available at www.mbot.com. Until next week, this is David Vorchik, wishing you continued success in your business.